We have some breaking news. A car has plowed into a German Christmas market and has killed at least one and injured dozens of people. They're saying the number is in the 50s. This just happened when I started the broadcast, so I didn't want to get into it without some verified information coming out of it. Apparently, the number of dead is 2 now. Hopefully, they don't show the video because I've seen it all over the timeline. The official number is now at least 2 dead, including a small child, and at least 50 injured. Earlier reports said at least 11 dead, up to 80 injured. Yeah. Earlier reports came from breaking news and breaking 9/11 or whatever the
when a car drove into a Christmas market in this city in eastern Germany, Magdeburg. Christmas markets in Germany are a festive, seasonal thing. Many people in the community will come. They'll buy Christmas gifts or eat food. Oftentimes in the evening, many people in the community are there, so it would have been a very crowded event.
My Polish friend told me about this as it broke. A lot of people online are essentially immediately calling for a race war. Yes, Germans are already very primed to be like, this is what happens when you have Islamic migration into Germany. The suspect who drove the vehicle apparently was a doctor from Saudi Arabia who's been in Germany since 2006. All of the Germans are predictably saying that this is a direct consequence of Muslim migration into the country, and we have to round up everyone and forcibly deport them, and that the AfD is vindicated.
Sam, given the amount that could be injured, the deputy mayor saying 50, we heard Haley there say other media reporting as many as 60 to 80. I believe that's from the AFP news agency. What does that tell you about the nature of what authorities believe was a deliberate attack, just in terms of the crowd size that vehicle was able to plow through?
Well, it tells me that this was a very densely packed area. So while we don't know the exact size of the actual gathering, it does look like, unsurprisingly, it was a very dense environment, which is quite common at a Christmas market. These mass gatherings don't have to be spread out over a large geographic space. It's a density of people that could be vulnerable to something like a vehicular attack. But if the death count does continue to rise, it will be the deadliest vehicular attack on a Christmas market in Germany, Lindsay.
Are we just going to pretend the Elon tweet isn't a part of the story, or the fact that we are 2 months out from the German election? It's not a matter of pretending that Elon Musk tweet is not a part of the story. This happened after Elon had tweeted that. Elon was tweeting his support for AfD, saying AfD can only protect Germany, hours before this terror attack happened. So the idea that this is like somehow linked to Elon Musk is silly. Elon Musk is a Nazi. Elon Musk is a fascist. The AfD are neo-Nazi fascists. But while this certainly will drum up more support for the AfD and mass deportations for anyone that is suspected of being Muslim in Germany, the person's motivations are at this point unknown, and his background has been revealed. He was a doctor from Saudi Arabia, they say, who's been in Germany since 2006. Saxony-Anhalt State Premier Rainer Haseloff says that the attack on the Christmas market in Magdeburg is, at the moment, a crime committed by one person.
At the moment, it's been a crime committed by one person.
What evidence is there that Elon Musk is a Nazi? Thank you for this question. Elon Musk purchased Twitter and then reinstated the accounts of prominent neo-Nazis. Elon Musk follows prominent neo-Nazis. Elon Musk routinely replies to prominent neo-Nazis and highlights their neo-Nazi rhetoric. Elon Musk has subscribed to anti-Jewish conspiracies, such as Jews are actually doing mass great replacement in the Western world. Elon Musk is also in favor of the AfD. The AfD is the neo-Nazi movement in Germany. Elon Musk routinely retweets and quote retweets prominent neo-Nazis on Twitter. So, you know, at this point, the only thing he hasn't done is grow a Hitler mustache and Sig Heil. That's pretty much it. But don't worry, he's pro-Israel. So I guess he's not a neo-Nazi after all. Oh no, he's an ex-Muslim. Oh, those are always the craziest guys. He's a doctor in Germany since 2006. What we know about the Magdeburg attacker: a man drives a rental car into a crowd at Magdeburg Christmas market. At least 2 people die, including a small child. A lot of information is circulating. There are dramatic scenes just before Christmas. What we know, according to initial findings, the man is a 50-year-old doctor born in 1974 from Saudi Arabia. He came to Germany in 2006 and lives in Bernburg, around 50 kilometers south of Magdeburg. According to information from Welt, police operation is currently taking place at the place of residence. He's a permanent residence permit. He was not known to the authorities as an Islamist. As things stand, he was a lone perpetrator, so there's no further danger to the city as far as we're concerned. This is the Twitter account of the attacker. No shot. No, this is made up. According to Hasselhoff, the perpetrator drove a rental car into the crowd. Additional footage showing they arrested the suspect. What information is circulating about the perpetrator? According to Spiegel, the man is a specialist in psychiatry and psychotherapy named Talib A and was recognized as a refugee in 2016. Welt found a profile of Talib al-Abdulmohsen on social media to whom all of the above information applies. The Frankfurter Rundschau reported on this man in March 2019. The article says Talib al-Abdulmohsen has lived in Germany since 2006. He came to Germany as a guest doctor during his specialist training as a psychotherapist and later applied for asylum here because he had been threatened with death for turning away from Islam. Oh my God. On X, the man appears as an ex-Muslim critic of Islam. On Friday evening, he posted several videos in which he says in English, "I hold the German nation responsible for killing of Socrates. Another reason why I hold German citizens responsible for the persecution I experienced in Germany is the story of a UBS stick stolen from my mailbox." Okay, he's just also extra mentally ill. Later in the video, he says the government is criminal instead of protecting me. The police are the criminals in this case. I hold the German nation and the German citizens responsible. The man's profile text states in English, Germany is hunting Saudi asylum seekers inside and outside Germany to destroy our lives, and Germany wants to Islamize Europe. His cover photo shows a gun. Oh my God, this is his account. Dude, the former Muslim guys in the West are so crazy. In June of this year, the account posted in German, "In my experience, the German police are the real drivers of Islamism in Germany. My experience is 7 years in which the police most recently in March 2024 used dirty tactics against me and other critics of Islam to destroy our anti-Islam activism. The left are crazy. We need AFD to protect the police from them." In 2020 and in 2021, the user posted several tweets mentioning the city of Magdeburg. In 2019, the BBC reported that Talib al-Abdulmohsen was helping ex-Muslims flee the Gulf region. In Saudi Arabia, he was unable to safely practice his atheism. You know what's really interesting about this? I mean, this tracks with what I do know about like former Muslims living in... I mean, it's so funny that we were just talking about Attila Hildmann, who was also a German of Turkish descent, who was a prominent neo-Nazi during the COVID shutdowns, and this guy seemingly is of that same seasoning. No, he's an Elon Musk glazer. I mean, that makes sense. If he's an ex-Muslim, he's like a militant atheist ex-Muslim, Ayaan Hirsi Ali comes to mind. You know what I mean? A lot of those guys are freaks. A lot of the militant atheist ex-Muslim guys have tremendous brain rot where they are so desperate to be liked by some of the most racist Islamophobic people. They're a bunch of little Mossab Hassan Yusufs, you know, the son of Hamas. I mean, Hirsi Ali actually converted to Christianity too. Like, she took it one step further when the grift was running out. Bruce Daisley said Elon Musk should be arrested and Tommy Robinson censored, citing Germany as a shining example of media censorship. Yeah, well, I mean, I wonder how the media or the Twitter will react to this guy. They'll probably still say, no, it's fake. He's actually super militant Islam, even if he was like a former Muslim who is a AFD guy. But I suspect they'll say something along the lines of, well, he is a Muslim after all, and it is ingrained in their DNA. You know what I mean? Amy Meck interviewed him 5 days ago. That's why he had 43,000 followers on Twitter. He's like a right-wing crank. He's a part of the international fascist movement. Oh my God.
A child on a scholarship in the United States contacted me with
Is this
direct
actually the
messages.
guy? Bro, if this is actually the guy, this is dead to rights.
When you want to ask someone about how to get a visa, how to get into an asylum country legally, you naturally tend to ask someone from the same country. And that's why most of my, let's call it clients, actually, I don't take any money. I give them money from my own salary. But I call them clients in this context. Most of them are from Saudi Arabia. But I'm open for everybody. I mean, I had people from Canada even, literally asking for help to seek asylum in Europe because they are threatened by their Muslim families, what is called honor killing. And I had also requests for help from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, many other countries, actually. So I'm open for everybody if I could help. But most of the people who ask me for help are from Saudi Arabia. And most of them are actually ex-Muslims or tend to be secular. Although I'm open, I help Muslims even with my own money. Equally, if I can do that, I don't pay attention. I don't ask people about their religious backgrounds. But most of the people who ask me for help happen to be ex-Muslims because I am ex-Muslim, and they feel that they are communicating with someone with the same.
The racist guy asked them a question about how do you distinguish between people, good Muslims like you, versus evil terrorist Muslims when you bring them into Germany. Don't you think you're also Islamizing Europe by bringing in Muslims into Germany? And given that he is very clearly mentally ill, he doesn't understand that the guy in front of him is like not differentiating between ex-Muslims and current Muslims, and thinks, you know, most of them have the terrorism gene in them. All of the HasanAbi heads that are Muslim in this chat know what this is. This is like a real Uncle Ahmed situation here, okay? It's one of the grossest, wormiest little ways to exist, in my opinion. Truly, truly gross. When you look at an inherently hostile, it's the Candace Owens. It's Candace Owens. You look at an inherently hostile planet, an inherently hostile grouping of people to your existence, and you desperately try to make sense of it by saying, I am a racist too. I promise. Like, I will be your loyal little servant, operating at the behest of whatever racist fascination you might have, and solidifying it and agreeing with it. So the Islamist lunatic who drove to the Christmas market in Magdeburg is a Saudi doctor who spent his life getting asylum seekers into Europe. He is, again, a former Muslim. Bro spent his life saying, I'm not a Muslim, I'm an atheist, then drove through a Christmas market. We've all heard about this long list of atheists attacking Christmas markets. Germans, be prepared for the gaslighting. When an Algerian Muslim stabbed 3 kids last year in Dublin, we were told he's a citizen. He's been here for decades. He's practically Irish, and he didn't practice Islam. Well, if you commit an act of jihad, they don't give a see? They're like, nah, he's Arab, dog. He's Muslim.
That's right. Most of them, let's say, definitely there are, I'm not trying to say that they are, perfectly clean, but most of them are literally legit, and they are basically escaping the persecution from the Islamic Sharia.
I just need you to understand what level of mental illness we're experiencing right now. We're watching a Rumble video of an American guy. I don't know who the this person is, interviewing the guy who allegedly did, according to Welt's reporting, this is the guy that did the Christmas drive terror attack. And the guy is like a known entity, I guess, in the right-wing, universal right-wing fascist circuit. He's a Saudi doctor who's been living in Germany since 2006, applied for asylum in Germany in 2016, has a YouTube channel, has a sizable following on Twitter, and is pro-AFD. And sometimes even to the right of the AFD. And not only that, but also he is so insane that he said, I help Muslims or ex-Muslims in Canada escape Sharia. He said Sharia law has overtaken Canada.
For reasons related to the oppression, like imposing the head cover called hijab on women, or basically some of them even threatened because just that they left Islam or they criticized Islam. Like one of the last cases I helped, he is a Saudi guy who had a Twitter account with 9 followers, only 9 followers. And he was complaining on Twitter because he was forced to fast Ramadan.
Dog, what the are you saying? Like in your own house? What who's going to know if you're drinking water? Like what the most people in the Muslim world spend most of the daylight sleeping anyway. I mean, not everyone, but I suspect that if you're, if you're indoors, you can do whatever the you want. There's no like government surveillance, the haram police. I've never been to Saudi Arabia, so I don't know, but like it would be shocking. What? The suspected Magdeburg attacker, anti-Muslim activist Talib, published his video shortly after his car drove into the Christmas market. The government itself is the criminal. I consider the German nation, German citizens responsible for what I'm facing. How the did he film this and post this? He was a supporter of the AFD and made conspiracy videos about Sasan Shebli and Ali Utlu. Wait, Ali Utlu? That's another Turk. He was previously in Magdeburg, but reportedly lived in Bamberg. Also, Utlu is such a funny last name. That's another Turkish right-wing grifter in Germany. What is happening, bro? What is happening in Germany, dude? What the is going on, bro? Oh my God, look at this guy. Ex-Muslim, atheist, ordo-liberal, partelios, anti-religious and gay activist, CHP, Kemal Atatürk, laicist. Oh my God. Shut the up. Is this like a ex-Muslim right-winger who also is a Kemalist in Germany? Bro, I'm sorry. We're so cooked, bro. Turks, listen, we got to pack this shit up. We really got to do a cultural reset. We got to get together, okay? We got to shut this shit down immediately, okay? You understand me? We have to literally get together in our communities and just be like, what are we doing? From what I see online, notwithstanding the community members that are in here. But German Turks are either like trying to behave like their own version of the Salafists in the UK, but like in a very different way, in a very like ultra nationalist, Turkish ultra nationalist kind of way, or they're whatever the this is. Why? What is going on, man? What the is happening? Ali Utlu wants remigration, the Nazi word for deportation today. Bro, you would be deported, dog. What the are you saying? Oh my God, he's trying to distance himself. If the perpetrator is Talib al-Abdul Mazen, then I blocked him months ago because I, like other critics of Islam, thought he was a Saudi agent who spied on renegade Saudis and ex-Muslims in Germany for the Saudi state. I am shocked right now. I didn't believe it. I still don't believe it that he's an apostate. Everything he did was rather confused. He even attacked me until I blocked him because I didn't believe a word he said. I need to let all of this sink in. Dude. German politics is for sure, but the Turkish German community is also like in a state of disrepair, it seems.
And his lawyer argued that he was drunk and he was drug intoxicated, but that did not help. They insisted and they issued a final verdict twice, not only once, twice, execution, the death penalty for him. Still, they did not remove it until now. And they want to execute him just because he teared the Quran up.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's alive. They captured him alive. So you'll be hearing from him. Who is this guy? Apparently, he's a known ex-Muslim, former Saudi national, and a right-wing freak who's constantly talking about how Germany is Islamizing. He is, according to Welt's reporting, and reporting is coming out about him now, this account, he's the guy who drove into the Christmas market in Germany. He killed 2 people. One was a child. He injured upwards of 50 people. Incredible stuff is happening in the world. I don't know what else to say about this guy. He's also an Obama is a Muslim truther. The school registered lists Barack Hussein Obama with his childhood name Barry Soetoro, his date and place of birth in Hawaii, his Indonesian nationality, and his Islamic religion. Obama, his teacher Puck Effendi in gray, and his classmates in front of his old school SDN Menteng 01 Jakarta.